All right, Shalom. Mr. Brother Daniel, I come back again with another lesson, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Racha HaKodash. The warnings to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect brothers that believe in His word and that fear in the Heavenly Father and His Son. Now, this was a video that I was watching from the elder Chaazaq earlier today, entitled "If There Was an Angel in Your Camp, Treat Each Brother Like Yahushai." Right now, he mentioned the book of Tobit, right? Which, if brothers who know me, the book of Tobit is one of my favorite books to read. One of my favorite books to read. And basically in the book of Tobit, the angel Rapaya Allah, which means healer of the Most High, Raphael, came down to heal Sarah, the rightful wife of Tobias, Tobit's son, and also Tobit from his blindness that he suffered. And they both prayed, and Raphael was sent to heal those two individuals, man, to mend their situation. And the Lord sent Rapaya Allah down in the form of a man under an alias. Let's see what alias that was. So let's go to the book of Tobit. Salakia. Remember, let me see. I believe it might be in this chapter. My bad. Here we go. Tobit chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, Tobias then answered and said, Father, I will do all things which thou hast commanded me. But how can I receive the money, seeing I know him not? Then he gave him the handwriting and said unto him, Seek thee a man which may go with thee whilst I yet live, and I will give him wages, and go and receive the money. So Tobit is sending his son Tobias on a task, all right, to go and receive money. That is, believe that's his cousin, a relative, if I'm not mistaken, either a close friend, of course, a kinsman, right, let me say it like this, to be specific, a tribesman, because Tobit and Tobias are from the tribe of Naphtali. Okay, and the whole situation with Sarah, whose 7 men that were to be her husband were killed by an evil spirit. Right, it was Tobias's right to her to fulfill the law, that the inheritance may stay within the tribe and not change from tribe to tribe, right? That's just a little side note there. It says, therefore, here's the point I wanted to get. Therefore, when he went to seek a man, he found Raphael, that was an angel. So he was an angel. He found he was a Allah. He was one of the Elohim, right? He was a power. All right, but he didn't know, because what? He came down in the form of a man. It says, right, but he knew not, and he said unto him, Canst thou go with me to Ragaz? And knowest thou those places well? To whom the angel said, I will go with thee, and I know the way well. For I have lodged with our brother Gabael. And Tobiah said unto him, Tarry for me till I tell my father. Right? So it says, till I tell my father. Verse 8. It says, Then he said unto him, Go and tarry not. So he went and said to his father, Behold, I found one which will go with me. Then he said, Call him unto me, that I may know of what tribe he is, and whether he be a trusty man to go with you. So his father wanted to test out and question him, inquire whether or not I should send my son with this individual. Right? It says, so he called him, and he came in, and they saluted one another. And Tobit said unto him, Brother, shew me of what tribe and family thou art. So he was asking Raphael, the angel, what tribe and what family he was of Israel. Right? Now, knowing the angels, they don't have a lineage, so to speak, right? They don't have mother and father and different things of that nature. It says, to whom he said, Dost thou seek a tribe or a family, or an hired man to go with thy son? He's like, are you looking for a tribe, or are you looking for a family? Or are you just looking for somebody to go with, to go with your son? And Tobit said unto him, I would know, brother, thy kindred and name. Right? It says, then he said, I am Azarias, the son of Ananias the Great, and of thy brethren. So he made up he took on an alias. Now, Azarias is comes from what? Isaiah, which in this situation, that was that means what is basically the Most High have helped. Okay. Right, so he went under an alias. Okay, a secret identity. Well, he has a secret identity. Raphael, one of the seven holy angels of the Most High, it was secret unto them, but he had an alias. Let's look at that word real quick. Let's look at the word alias. Let's see. Alias. Meaning. Used to indicate that a named person is also known or more familiar under another specified name. A false or assumed identity. Right. Misidentified, introduction, distortion, or error. Right. So he assumed another identity that was not his true identity, right? He was incognito, so to speak, right? He was in the form of a man. Now the elder mentioned, you got to be careful in how you treat different brothers in the truth. And I'll get another precept on that, because he said what, if there was an angel in your camp, right? Not saying that there necessarily is. We know there are angels amongst the camp when we go out, or there's angels amongst us. Even as I'm doing this video in this room right now, there's angels in the room as we speak, right? The spirit, the eyes of the Lord are 10 times brighter than the sun, beholding the evil and the good. So they're everywhere, right? And in our case, those that may be of the elect, okay, the Lord has the angels to guide you in the understanding, in the receiving it, and being protected, okay, amongst all the other benefits of the Holy Spirit, man, right? So the angels are everywhere. Now, there is a possibility that a brother you might be teaching with may be an angel. There's a possibility, because angels do come down in the form of men. There might be a possibility of people that helped you out, or and really cool with you in the world, right? Helped you out of some sticky situations. They might be an angel, and you never knew it. And you might have known this person all your life, right? But the Lord had sent them down to be in the form of a man, and there was an angel the whole time. You didn't even know it, right? So that's quite a possibility. That's quite a possibility, right? But concerning, and I want to read this too. And it talks about strangers, unawares, which you have that also. Most commonly, you might be dealing with particular strangers, that you're hospitable to, but that individual may be an angel. You might think that's a homeless person really digging out the garbage, and spirit hops on you to give them a couple dollars, right? You might think that's a homeless person. All right. You might think that's a bugged out person. And angels are very good at throwing people off. Like the angel that came down by the elders' camp, in the form of a man, of course, came down in the elders' camp a couple years ago, when it was prophesying by the old school, right? Came down. I think he had a towel, like a bag of chips, and some water or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, he was talking about how he saw chariots on the way over there. And I think what is it? Elder Apostle Tahar whispered. I think he whispered Hebrews 13:2 or Hebrews 13:1, right? And after he said that, I can remember the accent. He said the angels on. He said, what did he say? He said the angel in the. What did he say? He said the angels are in the skies in America. That's how he said it, right? But the thing that would throw people off is when he moved the towel from off of his neck. He had a chain with an Egyptian ankh on there. So if you wasn't paying attention to the spirit, that would have thrown you off. So just different things. Hebrews chapter 1 and Hebrews chapter 13 verse 1. It says, "Let brotherly love continue." Right. So amongst us brothers, charity and love and mercy, and of course, rebuke has to continue among us, right? Open rebuke is better than secret love, right? Let the righteous smite me, and uh, it shall be a kindness. That rebuke, that smiting, is a kindness unto you, right? So you can fix where you're going off at. It says, "Be not forgetful." So don't forget to entertain. Now, the word there for entertain really means what? To show charity, to be hospitable to, basically to show brotherly love, right? To entertain strangers. These particular strangers are angels in disguise. I'm going to explain it. For thereby some have entertained angels unawares, meaning you didn't know that you were being brotherly to an angel, which is your brother in the spirit. I'm of that brother that had the testimony of Yahweh Shai, right? You didn't know, but you were being hospitable to him. Now, of course, those brothers who are truly, uh, brothers that are truly the prophets, right? Because you never know who you're teaching next to. You could be teaching next to Jeremiah or the prophet Daniel, or you know, one of the apostles, Matthias, or what's that, Philip, or you never know, right? One of the prophets, major, minor prophets, or even the prophets that are not mentioned or named in the scriptures, right? You never know who you're teaching next to, man, right? Or who you're teaching with. So you got to be careful on how you deal with the Lord's men, making sure you're judging the right. So let me see here. So then you got one of these. Let me see. Because this is what the Lord said. That's why the elder he titled this video, "Treat every brother like you would treat Yahweh Shai." Right, I want to grab this precept. It might be in the Revelations. Let me see here. Let me type in naked and he clothed me. Here we go. Matthew 25. Oh, yeah, when the Lord comes. Okay. I'll read this. Matthew 25 and 31. It says, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory. So when he's going to come with those chariots, that great glory and that power, and all the holy angels with him, right? All the host of heaven with him, right? It says the holy angels, right? It says, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, right? It says, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth the sheep from the goats. So once again, the Lord is about separation, order, and division. It says he shall set the sheep on his right hand, right? Those are the desirables, right? The elect, okay, of the nation of Israel. But the goats on the left, right? Which Esau is considered a goat, right? But also 2/3 of our people in the rebels can be considered goats also, because they're going in the way of Esau, right? It says, then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come, ye blessed of my father. That's the elect. Inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. That's the elect of Israel that are blessed of his Father, right? The Lord have not imputed iniquity unto the elect. It says, for I was a hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was hungry, and you fed me, basically, right? I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in, right? I was a stranger, because you think about what's the believe it was the Levite who traveled to a particular city, and I think he was, the only one outside, and someone came and said, don't tarry in the street. Yeah, come stay with us. You'll be fine. That was in our culture, right? I was a stranger, and ye took me in, naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Right? So this is basically, this is all the things that you want to do, the kind of things that you want to do to your brother that teaches with you. Brother's hungry, he needs some food, you get him food. He needs something to drink, you get him something to drink. Right? He needs somewhere to stay, you give him somewhere to stay. Right? He need clothes, you give him clothes, man. He's sick, you visit him. Hey, and if you know about the herbs, you whip something up for him. Right? In prison, you go into him. Right? Hey, especially if you're in prison for the the word of the Lord, of course. It says, then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee and hungered and fed thee, or thirsty and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick or in prison and came unto thee? The king shall answer, right? The king is Yahushai. The king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of my brethren. Who is the brethren of the Lord Yahushai? Them that do the will of his Father Yahweh. Those that do the will of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, those are the brethren of the Lord Yahushai. Right? Those that are prophesying, those that are standing up against the evildoers, those who are sighing and crying for the abomination that's done in the midst. All right? Those those are the brethren of Yahushai, which is the king in this this proverb or this metaphor, right? It says, then he shall say also unto them, Salakia. I'll read this again. It says, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as you have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, so to the least brother, right? Ye have done it unto me, right? So if you do it to my, you've shown kindness and charity unto my brother, you doing it. It's like you showing kindness unto me, right? Like I said, that's what Elder titled this video. If there was an angel in your camp, treat each brother like Yahushai. There you go. Right? There you go. Right? And it gives the situation on the other hand, those who haven't done that. Right? But just wanted to do a quick lesson on that. Lord, will you edify? And I'm gonna say Call on Yahweh Shem Yahushai and Shalom.